Just imagine having it all, but still feeling empty. I had my partner. I ended up having a child at 17 years old. I had my own apartment by the time I was 18. I had a beautiful vehicle with rims. I had money, and I still wasn't happy. I still felt completely alone. And I was a pothead. I used to smoke cigarettes, drink every occasionally when I would go out. So one day my cousin invited me to her house. She's like, "Hey, come over, let's smoke," per usual, right? And she had a friend staying there that was a Christian, and she was just so non-judgmental. But we ended up smoking in the hallway because obviously we didn't want to be, we wanted to respect her. And plus, my cousin didn't really like smoking in the house. So we went to smoke. And when I come back, this girl, she's just speaking about God. And I don't know, for some reason, everything that she said to me just resonated. I felt like I wanted to cry. I felt like I was missing something. And because of the way that she composed herself, I was like, I want what she has. She invited me to church, and, I was so ready to go, but obviously didn't end up making it because the enemy will always try to stop you. But I felt bad that I didn't go. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make it. I'm going to go. And I remember going and visiting maybe once or twice. And the second time that I went, I just remember hearing the pastor preach and just saying, you know what, God, I need a prayer. And as I turned back around to the person that brought me to church, and I said, I need a prayer. All of a sudden, the pastor that was preaching, he called me by my full name and asked me to come up front for prayer. At that moment, I was just like, oh my God, that was really quick, God. I just said I needed prayer. I went up to the front. He prayed for me. And all I remember is just my whole world spinning right before my eyes. And then he asked me, "Do you want to accept Jesus into your life?" And I said, "Yes." And that was the day that my life changed right before my eyes. I couldn't even believe that I accepted God into my life. It was just something, just it happened, everything so fast, but I knew that it was something that I was missing. And when I went home, my partner and my brother, they were there in the bathroom smoking, and they had asked me, "You want to smoke?" And I don't know, it was like I took the calling of Jesus so serious that I said, "No, I don't want to smoke." And as a matter of fact, I accepted God into my life, and I explained to them my experience. And my brother just looked at me like, "You don't want to smoke?" And it was amazing to me as well. And instantly, I just quit smoking weed. Instantly, I quit smoking cigarettes. Instantly, I had a friend that came over because I also started to get into the habit of selling drugs. And she came to come buy some marijuana. And I just told her, I said, "This is going to be the last time because I'm done." And instantly, I just changed my whole life around. Do I regret it? No, because Jesus gave me that love that I longed for all my life. And although I didn't get it with my parents, I didn't get it hanging out in the clubs, drinking, smoking. I didn't get it in midst of friends. I didn't get it anywhere, not even in my own children. I got that love that I was looking for, that void in my heart, from the author of love, from Jesus himself. And I am just so very grateful. It's been like 20 plus years that I've been serving him, and he has never let me down. Just because you accept Jesus in your life doesn't mean that every single problem is going to go away. It just means that he is going to make a way in midst of every single one of those problems. It means that in midst of every single problem, he is gonna give you wisdom so that you can be able to manage and deal with everything that comes your way. And knowing that when you go through diverse trials and tribulations, that when you surpass that, you can give advice to the next person that might go through it. Because the Lord allows you to go through certain things in life, but that's so that you can build character, so you become stronger. And when you become stronger, you can help others that are going to go through similar trials and tribulations. Because how can you advise somebody if you haven't been through it? What better than the one that has gone through it and that has surpassed it in victory that gives that advice? So God has been amazing. And although I go through so many things, I understand that God is with me. I understand that He loves me. For instance, yesterday I went to church. I felt just not myself. Went up to get prayer, walked out brand new. God is good. He knows your most intimate thoughts. He loves you and he will never forsake you, especially at a time of need. God bless y'all.